This is Jim's latest invention, the perfect planter.
Here's where we started with the planter boxes, and we've been very successful with the different colors, with the hand-painted faux finishes. And then it was determined last Christmas that there was something lacking in the Christmas tree industry. So what I decided to do is try and create a planter that would support the Christmas tree and create a whole new look. It started off by creating this particular product here, which was the perfect planter with the inserts to support the artificial Christmas tree. So what we have here is the support system. Screw this into the side just a little bit, drop it into your perfect planter, and then we have some more weight if you want it. And this is just regular sand. You buy a bag from Home Depot, decant it into some plastic bags, and now you have your extra weight. Then we place this on top. Now you have perfect support for the tree.
And you have a good looking planter.
Correct.
And you can pull that stuff out and use it as a regular planter anytime you want for decorative application.
Now you have your taller tree with a perfect planter. You've got another 9 inches of height. You can actually buy a less expensive tree, which makes it even more practical. We put this in our house for last Christmas, and we had so many positive reactions to it. But people said, well, but we don't have an artificial tree. We have a cut Christmas tree. Why don't you create a planter for cut Christmas trees? Then we went to town and created the perfect planter, which works for cut Christmas trees, artificial Christmas trees, and now has ended up as a table and an umbrella stand. So it's a year-round product as opposed to a one-dimensional Christmas product. For the cut Christmas tree, you have huge advantages with this. First of all, you've got a 5-gallon bucket which retains so much water that you may only have to add water once in a 30-day period from Thanksgiving to Christmas. From a point of view of installation, all you do is unscrew your eyebolts, which go into the tree, and you just remove your tree, and then after Christmas you've got your bucket that you can store your Christmas lights in there, or you can retain it as the side table, corner table, and the umbrella stand. The invention process for the perfect planter took almost a year. Finally, the functionality and the simplicity came to me through a lot of people's input, and it was through those people's feedback that finally the perfect planter has been born. So I found during this whole invention process that rather than be a hare, I'd rather be a tortoise and create something at my speed to make sure that I got all the bugs out of the production, so that when we got to volume requirements, the system would be in place so we wouldn't have any hiccups in the production line. And my own personal goal was to actually use a percentage of the profits and give back to the Wounded Warriors Project, which is just such a great cause for our troops that have had a much worse life than we've had. So this is what I'm trying to do, to create a new business that will help to give back. And what I've found is that any person who's come to the nursery and has checked out our perfect planter has said it's so simple and yet it's so practical, and the price is reasonable, and I got to have one.